Claressa Maria Shields was born on March 17, 1995 in Flint, Michigan, into a world of struggle and survival. Flint was a city already scarred by economic decline and systemic neglect. Her father, Clarence Shields, was incarcerated during much of her early life, and her mother struggled with addiction. Growing up in a home marked by instability and hardship, Claressa's childhood was anything but easy. She endured poverty, insecurity, and exposure to violence. But these challenges fueled a resilience that would later define her career. Her introduction to boxing came through her father, who, after leaving prison, spoke of his own time as an amateur fighter and encouraged Claressa to explore the sport. Initially, her father believed boxing was no place for women, but Claressa proved him wrong. At age 11, she walked into Burston Fieldhouse, a small gym in Flint, and asked Coach Jason Crutchfield for a chance. That decision changed her life. Early on, her commitment and discipline stood out. She trained twice a day, sometimes walking miles to the gym when transportation wasn't available. Her dream was bigger than her environment. She wanted to be a champion not for fame, but to prove that Flint girls could rise above their circumstances. By her teenage years, Claressa was not just competing, she was dominating. At just 16, she qualified for the 2012 London Olympics, making history as part of the first U.S. women's boxing team. With only 6 years of training, she stormed through the tournament, defeating Russia's Nadezhda Torlapova in the final to claim the middleweight gold medal. That victory made her the first American woman to win Olympic gold in boxing, a title that earned her national recognition and a reputation as a trailblazer. Her Olympic journey didn't end there. 4 years later, at the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Games, she returned to defend her crown. Despite immense pressure, she delivered an even more dominant performance, winning gold again and becoming the first American boxer, male or female, to win back-to-back Olympic gold medals. These achievements cemented her status as the face of women's boxing and earned her the nickname GWOAT, Greatest Woman of All Time, a title she would embrace throughout her career. After Rio, Shields turned professional in 2016, signing with Salida Promotions. Her debut fight was a headline event on Showtime, signaling a new era in women's boxing. She quickly climbed the ranks, capturing multiple titles in record time. By 2018, she had unified the WBA and IBF middleweight titles, and later added WBC and WBO belts, becoming the undisputed middleweight champion. Her relentless pursuit of greatness didn't stop there. She moved down to light middleweight and up to super middleweight, securing belts in every division she entered. In February 2025, Shields achieved what no fighter before her had done. She became the undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes. Her victory over Danielle Perkins for the heavyweight crown was historic, not just for boxing, but for all of sports. She fought that bout with a torn labrum, a painful injury that would have sidelined most athletes. Yet she persevered and knocked Perkins down in the 10th round to seal her place in history. That fight proved her toughness was as much mental as it was physical. On July 26, 2025, Claressa returned to defend her undisputed heavyweight title against Lani Daniels, a respected fighter from New Zealand. The bout, held in Detroit, attracted nearly 20,000 fans and millions of viewers worldwide. Shields controlled the fight from start to finish, outboxing Daniels with sharp jabs, powerful rights, and masterful footwork. Her unanimous decision win reaffirmed her dominance and extended her professional record to 17-0 with 3 knockouts. Her boxing success is only part of her story. Claressa's impact goes far beyond the ring. She has been a fierce advocate for gender equality in sports, often speaking out against pay disparities between male and female fighters. While top male boxers earn tens of millions, women's boxing has historically struggled for financial recognition. Shields has used her platform to demand change, arguing that women put in the same work and deserve equal opportunities. In 2021, Claressa briefly transitioned into mixed martial arts, signing with the Professional Fighters League. While she secured a win in her MMA debut, she admitted the sport required a different skill set and hinted at returning to it in the future. For Shields, MMA wasn't about abandoning boxing. It was about proving versatility and challenging herself beyond her comfort zone. Her entrepreneurial side also flourished. She launched her own fitness brand, signed major endorsement deals, and invested in programs to support youth in underserved communities. Her foundation focuses on mentorship, education, and giving back to Flint, the city that raised her. She has also spoken openly about the water crisis in Flint, criticizing systemic failures that put countless lives at risk. Despite her success, Claressa's life has not been free from controversy. She has had public spats with other fighters and critics, often using social media to defend her achievements and silence doubters. Some have accused her of arrogance, but supporters argue that her confidence is necessary in a sport that constantly undermines women. She herself has said, "When you're a woman in boxing, if you're humble, they call you weak. If you're confident, they call you cocky. So I choose confidence every time." Her personal life remains relatively private, though she has shared glimpses of her family and her commitment to helping those closest to her escape cycles of poverty and violence. She's also been vocal about her Christian faith, crediting it as a source of strength throughout her journey. Claressa's influence has reached entertainment as well. In 2024, she executive produced The Fire Inside, a biographical film chronicling her rise from Flint to Olympic glory. The film received praise for its authenticity and portrayal of resilience, further establishing Shields as not just an athlete, but a cultural icon. As of now, Claressa Shields is only 30 years old, yet her resume rivals that of boxing's greatest legends. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division undisputed champion, undefeated professional record, her accomplishments speak volumes. But what truly sets her apart is her relentless pursuit of respect and recognition for women in sports. She has broken barriers, shattered stereotypes, and inspired a generation of fighters who now see boxing as a viable path. Her next steps remain uncertain. Will she chase a fourth undisputed title in another weight class, return to MMA for a bigger challenge, or transition into full-time activism and entrepreneurship? Whatever she chooses, one thing is certain: Claressa Shields will do it on her own terms. Her story is not just about boxing, it's about breaking chains, rewriting narratives, and proving that greatness isn't limited by gender, geography, or circumstance. From a struggling kid in Flint to the most decorated female boxer in history, Claressa Shields has shown the world that true champions aren't born. They're made in fire, sweat, and unbreakable will. Her fight against Lani Daniels was another chapter in a saga that continues to inspire. As she stood in the ring with her belts, surrounded by roaring fans, Shields raised her gloves high, not just as a victor, but as a symbol of what's possible when determination meets opportunity. And as she said that night, "This isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning of a new era."